It's gonna be Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi's last chance to win it. It's the first time the tournament will be organized in an Arab country, and it's so hot out there, it will be played in the winter. I'm talking about every child's dream, the next World Cup, the Qatar 2022 FIFA World Cup. Now, apart from football and all our hopes and ambitions for our favorite teams, the behind-the-scenes politics around this event have included corruption, slavery, sabotage, a blockade, the end of a blockade, and we still have a year to go. And so, with nothing more to do, we will be discussing the politics.
Bateu, tiro de meta, o time parte pro ataque. A bola fica à vontade quando tá no pé do craque, seguindo com atenção.
So first things first, more than 3 years ago, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Bahrain and Egypt blockaded Qatar by land, air and sea. Something that would make it complicated for fans to travel to the event and for Qatar to host it. The Saudi bloc had actually gone as far as requesting that Qatar drop its bid for the World Cup in return for lifting the siege on the country. Drop the World Cup! A bit of jealousy, eh? And the football drama only got worse in 2019 when Qatar beat both Saudi Arabia and the UAE during the Asian Cup, which was hosted by the Emirates. The underdogs even went on to win the entire tournament, a matter that only enraged the host nation's fans who abused the Qatari players. Hectic. But lucky for us football lovers, every cloud has a silver lining. The blockade has been lifted and Qatar's neighbors have restored their diplomatic ties with the country. Hey! So what does that mean? Well, for one, fans from Arab countries like Egypt and Saudi Arabia can now freely make plans to attend the World Cup. Others around the world traveling via Qatar Airways will not need to make longer and more costly journeys to the event. Transport routes for essential construction materials have also now been opened and will speed up Doha's final preparations. But in reality, blockade or not, Qatar clearly displayed its ability to beat the odds in terms of food security, trade, and even hosting the entire AFC Champions League in 2020 amid a pandemic. The country is lining up an impressive 8 state-of-the-art stadiums, which simply look out of this world. And the even better news is that stadiums are all located in a 30-mile radius of the capital city Doha, so the fans and players will get to enjoy all the games without flying around like they did in Russia or Brazil. The organizers have also pulled off a minor miracle with their energy-saving cooling technology in stadiums, keeping temperatures in the arena at 23 degrees Celsius, defeating criticism that players and spectators could not tolerate the nation's extreme temperatures. Qatar has also promised to deliver a carbon-neutral World Cup, making sustainability a priority that will be complemented with the wonderfully crazy fact that when the World Cup is over, Qatar has promised that it will be rebuilding stadiums made out of shipping containers across the developing world. But even with such acts of humanitarianism and innovation, Qatar's bid to host the World Cup was and remains controversial. Now look, some arguments are more whining than anything. The heat, the timing, the consequent disruption to European leagues. But some points are more than just little complaints. The first is how Qatar won the bid itself.
The winner to organize the 2022 FIFA World Cup is Qatar.
Allegations of bribing FIFA officials as well as politicians have been leveled at Doha. After years of scandals, investigations, corruption and bribery trials conducted in the US, in 2020, the US Department of Justice clearly stated that both Russia and Qatar had bribed several high-ranking FIFA officials to host the 2018 and 2022 World Cups. Corruption in FIFA? No, you don't say.
Everyone, here we go, Seth. That's
Of course, Qatar did deny the allegations, as you do. Another issue, though, revolves around the 2 million migrant workers who live in Qatar. There have been reports of hundreds of migrant workers dying at the construction sites. Some have not even been paid for months, and human rights organizations such as Amnesty International have expressed concerns over the safety and living standards of Qatar's migrant workers. So will it be a tournament tainted in blood? Well, it depends on how you see things. Qatar has spent more than $200 billion to prepare for this event. Some may think it's a waste of money, and many have criticized some of the country's methods. But as any other major international sporting event, this is a show of power. Not the hard type, but soft power. And as Harvard professor Joseph Nye put it, seduction is always more effective than coercion. Now, the country may not have nice democratic and human rights precursors. Nevertheless, Qatar has been successful in winning millions around the world. Whether it be on a PSG jersey, Barcelona or Roma, or if you're catching a game on beIN Sports, Qatar has used football and the media to put itself on the map. And 2022 will be the epitome of everything Qatar. The question is, will you be